Some time off over the holidays has actually led to some decent progress on the motorcycle group build project. The subassemblies are finally starting to come together. Similar to the rear brake caliper, the kit parts for the front calipers don't have the back section represented. This is built up using styrene strip, and a hole was drilled so a bolt head casting could be glued in place to represent the brake line fitting. Let the glue dry at least overnight before moving on to the next step, which is drilling out the center of the bolt head to accept the wire that will represent the brake line. While not completely accurate, in 1/15 scale, the simplified version on the model is effective. Another detail that was added is visible near the top of the picture, and that's the little retainer holding the brake hose to the fork. This was made by forming a piece of thin shim brass around wire 30,000ths of an inch diameter. This size provides enough clearance to easily slip the brake hose through for installation later. This close-up view shows a retainer glued in place before the fork was painted. This subassembly was first painted with Alclad's gloss black base and then chrome, followed by detail painting with a brush using Testors silver on the fork lowers and Tamiya acrylic flat black on the fork clamp and the headlight pod. Brake calipers had been painted separately and were installed now, resulting in a much cleaner color separation. The frame was painted using a combination of Alclad gloss black base and chrome for the taillights, Testors metallic silver, and Tamiya flat black acrylic. Some of the chrome parts were a little more challenging to hold for the Alclad gloss black base and chrome treatment. For the headlight pod, I glued a piece of styrene parts runner to the backside where it won't be visible, and did the same thing on the fender, gluing a piece of parts runner to the underside where again it won't be visible after final assembly. Both of these holders can be easily broken off after the paint is cured and the parts ready to be installed. One item not represented on the kit at all is the master cylinder for the rear brake. Items from the parts box and a couple of bolt head castings were used to create a representation of a master cylinder. In fact, the main piece is actually the brake pedal from a C-Series Ford kit. Again, not a completely accurate replica of the real bike's master cylinder, but when painted and glued in place in the appropriate spot on the frame, it's effective in 1/15 scale. Also visible in this picture is the high-tech balsa wood block used to hold the back fender in proper location while the glue dries. Shock absorbers were painted overall Alclad chrome and then detail painted using Tamiya's flat black acrylic and a silver Sharpie marker to highlight the bolt heads. Both the engine and the swingarm assembly have to be installed at the same time because of how the kit's designed. I used elastic bands to hold the frame together while the glue dried, and the shocks are also installed at this time to locate the swingarm at the proper height. Also visible is another precision balsa wood block, and with the glue dried and bike turned right side up, you can see one of the fit issues that the kit has, the gap between the driveshaft and the engine case. This was easy to fix by punching two styrene discs, 3/16 of an inch diameter, laminating them together, and trim away part of one disc to accommodate the step in the engine case. A small hole drilled through the pair of discs won't be visible after they're installed and makes it easy to use a straight pin to hold the part for painting. Although it's only a minor fit issue, the driveline gap is in a fairly visible location, so it looks a lot better with the filler piece installed. That's the extent of progress to this point. Thanks for watching this update, and it looks like we could be on track to at least get the 2024 motorcycle build project completed by the end of 2024.